And a court in Norway has ruled in favor of mass murderer Anders Breivik after he filed a lawsuit over inhuman treatment at the prison. The far-right extremist killed 77 people in July 2011. Now we can get the details from our correspondent Polly Boyko, who's watching the situation for us. Well, Polly, do I get this right? Let's get something straight here. A mass murderer has won a human rights case in Norway?
Yeah, he effectively took the Norwegian authorities to court, saying that he's dying of loneliness. He said in court that for 5 years, the Norwegian authorities have been trying to kill him through isolation. And according to the judge who made the ruling today, his human rights have indeed been infringed. Breivik accused the Norwegian authorities of inhuman and degrading treatment of him in the Skien prison, where he's been staying for the past 5 years. And he and his lawyers argued that it was in violation of the European Convention on Human Rights. Now, let me just take you through the conditions that he has been held in. He has 3 cells at his disposal. One of them is for living, one for studying, one for physical exercise. He has a television with a DVD player, a games console, a computer without internet access, and books and newspapers to read. His complaints range from some very trivial ones like cold coffee and also microwaved frozen dinners, which he actually called worse than waterboarding, and also more serious complaints like hundreds of strip searches and headaches, which he claims are being caused by this extreme isolation and solitary confinement that he is held in. Now, he is kept away from other prisoners. His communication with the outside world is very limited, and his lawyer argued in court that it doesn't matter that he's a mass murderer. It doesn't matter what crimes he has been sentenced for. His human rights should be looked at in isolation, that he's the most hated man in Norway, and therefore it is the law that has to guarantee these rights for him. And the judge appeared to agree with this. She said that these human rights should apply no matter what. Also in the treatment of terrorists and killers. Just to remind you, Anders Breivik killed 77 people back in 2011. He injured 319. It was a real terrible shooting spree that he went on. But Norway prides itself on an extremely humane prison system, which focuses more on rehabilitation than punishment. It already tops the list of the most luxurious prisons in the world, but this will bring it to a whole new level.
Well, certainly unbelievable ruling as it is, and certainly begs the question of what's next. Well, Polly, thanks so much for bringing us this update. Polly Boyko there.